Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles and today's video is titled Becoming Your Own Boss. I'm going to be going over 5 business tips that have that's helped me with starting and running Bad Chick Hair. My website will be linked below if anyone is interested in browsing the website, but I'm just going to go over 5 different tips. I didn't want this video to be too long, so if you guys do want me to do a more in-depth video or if you have questions, leave them below. I'll be more than happy to make another video for you. I just am going to go over kind of 5 different tips that I wrote down, and I wrote it down so that I won't get off topic. So hopefully I can go through these tips and not take too much of your time. So before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. That way I know that you like the content. Also, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And we'll get right into the video. So the first thing that I put down on my list is find an interest. So find something that interests you. The reason that I say that, it may seem like a no-brainer, but there's a lot of people that start businesses just for the money. They see someone else being successful and they're like, hey, I can do that too. And they go for it. And what they end up finding out is that the business it may not be as easy as it looked. I don't know how many times I can say this. I know, like, with the women that do wholesale through my company as well as drop shipping, I say this all the time. Starting your own business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not something that just happens overnight. It's not something that just happens in a month. It's not really something that you can put a deadline on and say, you know, by this date, I'm going to have this. You can always have projections. But at the end of the day, if you're starting a business from the ground up, it's going to take time. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Some of the women that I work with wholesale and drop shipping, like I mentioned before, they ask questions about, you know, well, what am I doing wrong? Why isn't my business working? And honestly, sometimes the answer to that question is nothing. You're not doing anything wrong, but you have to give it time. You can be doing everything correct, but people still have to build up trust for you in order to spend their money with you. They have to be able to build up an awareness. People need to know about you. And it's so much that goes into becoming a successful business owner. It's more than just purchasing a website. It's more than just having a good product. It's more than just telling your friends about it. It's an actual daily job that you have to invest time and money and come up with creative ideas. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. Make sure you find something that you're interested in. And I say that because if you really have a passion for something, even if the money isn't coming in, it's still going to make you want to hustle for what you're passionate about. For example, for me, for hair, I've loved hair since I was a kid. I used to wear like towels over my head before I could wear like weave and hair extensions, just because I like changing the different colors of my hair. Like, I would imagine as a kid, like, okay, this green towel is my hair. This purple towel is my hair. And I was just really obsessed with just hair. I loved the different textures and learning where different origins of hair come from and the difference between virgin and raw hair. And then as I started to expand Bad Chick Hair and I started offering different business options, so like wholesale and drop shipping, that really intrigued me, because I'm like, not only can I do something that I love, selling hair, but I can also show other women how to be successful doing the exact same thing that I'm passionate about. So because I'm interested in it, even the days that weren't very fast, even the times that I do feel like, you know, I'm not where I want to be, it's something that I'm passionate about. So I keep going. So make sure it's something that you're interested in. Don't go into anything just for the money. Second thing that I want to touch on is determine your primary sales platform. There's so many different businesses opening, and it's amazing. This is the year of entrepreneurship. It seems like every time you turn around, someone's opening a business, which is fantastic. But with that being said, you have to have a clear platform for your customers to reach you. For example, if I go on Facebook and I'm looking for someone selling t-shirts, just to use that as an example, and I go to their page and I see pictures of shirts, the shirts that I want to buy, but I don't see an email to contact you. I don't see a phone number. I don't see a website. All I see is just these posts. I'm somebody where I want to know, I want you to tell me how to contact you. I don't feel comfortable just DMing you or just leaving a comment under the picture. I want you to tell me how I should approach you. And I'm sure a lot of other customers are like that too. So if you're selling via Facebook, then make sure that that's your primary sales platform. Make sure that there's information on your Facebook page as to how your customers can contact you, as to where I can go to see reviews, where can I go to see other people in this shirt. What happens if I order the shirt and I don't like it? Like, make sure you have your policies, your phone number, someplace in one spot that people can go to and actually see it. If it's on Instagram, same thing. I want to know where I can go to purchase. You will be amazed at, and I'm sure you really won't be amazed because you probably see the same thing too, but just browse on Facebook or Instagram and it's like, you're selling something, I'm really interested in it, but I don't know how to place an order. Like, there's nothing on your page at all about me contacting you. So just keep in mind, not everyone shopping your profile is your family member or your friend. Some people just don't know you from Adam. And I know if I don't know you, I'm not just going to go and DM you for your product. I want you to make it easy for me. So keep that in mind. The third thing that I want to touch on is set up a monthly advertising budget. The reason I say that is because, and I don't know, I just lost my breath for some reason, but the reason I say that is because not only do you have to just have a good product, not only do you just have to have good customer service, but you have to be known. People have to know that your company exists. If you have an online-based business like I do, then you have to make sure that you're getting traffic to your website. You can have the best hair extensions, you can have the best products, but if no one knows where to find you, it's as good as not having anything. So you need to make sure that you're advertising. There's a lot of free ways to advertise on social media these days. Facebook, Instagram, what else? YouTube. There's a lot of places that you can advertise, but you want to make sure that if you are using social media, make sure that it's clean and neat. Separate your business from your personal. It kind of goes back to the same Facebook example. If you're selling shirts, for example, I don't want to see a post like, okay, 2 posts are about the shirts that I want to buy. The 3rd post is about what happened to your cousin's friend. The 4th post is what happened to your best friend's baby dad. 5th post is a picture of you and your kids. I mean, nothing's wrong with that, but if that's your business page, I'm confused. I'm like, do I contact you on this page? Do I not? Is this your personal? Is this your fam? I don't know. And if I have to think too hard, and if I have to try to I guess decipher on your page where you want me to order, I'm just gonna go someplace else. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and try to decipher through everything on your timeline. So if you are gonna use the free advertising platforms, just make sure it's neat. I would recommend setting up a personal page as well as a business page. That way on your personal page, you can put your feelings, put your pictures of your family, put all that other stuff. And then on your business, it can just be pertaining to your business. Also, with the monthly advertising budget, it's easy to get carried away with ads. That's why I say have a budget, because I've advertised through Google, and with their service, you kind of have to pay per click. So it worked very well for my business, but it can be very expensive if you don't know what to expect, because every time someone clicks on that ad, so every time someone goes to your website, you're paying for it. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you set a budget, because it's easy to go over. Like, some months I spend way over $500 and I'm like, what the heck did I spend this on? And then I go back and I'm like, oh, okay, more people clicked on my ad, so that's why, I'm paying $500. But just make sure that you have an advertising budget. Make sure that your budget correlates with the sales that you're getting. And I'll do another in-depth video on how to budget for a business if you guys are interested in that. 4th thing that I want to touch on is becoming personable. For me, I don't want to say that I'm private, but I kind of am a private person. What I was saying is, you want to make sure that you become personable. For me, that was something that was very difficult, because I'm a private person. So I, to give you an example, I'm the kind of girl in high school that pretty much just sits at a table by herself or with her cousin, or by herself and with one friend. I'm not somebody that just likes to be around a lot of people at once. Not saying I don't like people or anything like that, but that's just my personality. an observer. I just like to sit back and watch. I don't really want to be the life of the party or the life of the joke or the center of attention. I just kind of like to be there and observe. I'm a thinker. I'm not really a talker unless I know you. So for the longest, all I had was a business Instagram page, and that worked, but then it didn't work because I wasn't getting as many sales as I wanted. And I would ask people like, hey, you know, take a look at what I'm doing and tell me what I'm doing wrong with this, or what would you do different? And a lot of people would say, you gotta get a Facebook, you gotta get a Facebook, you gotta get a Twitter, you gotta get this, you gotta get that. And I'm like, no, I really don't want to reach out and talk to anyone. But honestly, doing that was like the best decision that I've made. Just becoming more personable, having a face to tie to the business, because a lot of times we don't purchase just because of the product, but we purchase because of the person. Sometimes you just love that person and you trust that person and you want to purchase because of the trust and the love that you have for that person. I'm not saying that it's always that deep, but definitely having a face to the business, it matters. So just becoming more personable, it allowed other customers or my clients to feel more comfortable just coming to me, asking me questions, talking to me, doing business with me. It was just like, hey, like I have a relationship with you, instead of, you know, I'm not your customer anymore. At this point, I'm your client. At this point, we have a relationship. So become more personable, put yourself out there. Don't work from behind the scenes all the time. It's okay for your customers and your clients to know who you are. And then the fifth thing that I want to bring up is just remaining consistent. It kind of goes back to the first thing that I put in, the first thing that I mentioned when I said find an interest. Just remain consistent. Like if you really like what you're doing, it should be easy. It shouldn't be something that anyone has to remind you to do. It's just something that comes natural. Remain consistent. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. If it's something that you're supposed to do, then you're supposed to do it. Just trust yourself, trust God, and let the process go. And just know, like, don't compare yourself to any other business and say, you know, hey, this business is making this much in 6 months. This business has made this much. And a year, I'm not making that. Don't do that. Just set yourself goals. If you're not reaching your own goals, then go back to the drawing board and kind of reevaluate. Like, what can I do differently to reach these goals? How can I kind of maneuver it differently? How can I advertise differently? Maybe I can amp up my packaging. Just go back to the drawing board. Not every day, because too many changes can throw customers off too. But just kind of set yourself 6-month, year goals, 2-year goals, 5-year goals, and then just reevaluate where you're at and make sure that you're meeting those goals. And if you're not, then just go back to the drawing board like I mentioned. I hope some of these tips helped you guys. If you guys are interested in more videos like this, then please feel free to leave it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do a video. Make sure that you go ahead and thumbs this video up, subscribe to this channel if you do want to see more videos like this. And it's very late. It's like 3 in the morning. My body feels itchy. I don't know if I have allergies. I do have allergies, but I don't know if like I ate something I'm allergic to or what, but I'm like very itchy and I'm losing my breath a little bit. Nothing serious or nothing to panic about, but I think it's time for me to go to bed. So I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Until next time. Bye.